As a Grim Reaper, I have this ability to predict what will happen. And I can foresee in the future that we had to elaborate code-related methods for our related assignments in order to save someone. I wonder who that is.
Good day, Grim Reapers. Our mission now is to prevent James from committing suicide. He's currently at high level, and that means anytime now he would kill himself. So we need to hurry.
This case is not going to be an easy one. We need to elaborate some code-related methods in order to do our respected assignments. Followed, Grim Reapers.
The assignments are already sent to all of us. Let's do this.
So, for step 1, I have the basic logic gates. Electronic devices rely on logic gates to make decisions. A logic gate, in essence, takes an input and produces a single output by performing operations on the input. In this sense, logic gates are analogs to mathematical functions. A logic gate's input and output are represented by bits or binary digits that are either ones or zeros, except for the NOT gate, which has only one input. The most basic logic gates has two inputs and one output. These fundamental gates serve as the foundation for more complex circuits. A single microprocessor, for example, may have millions of logic gates and be capable of performing thousands of calculations per second. And there are different types of logic codes, and these three are one of them. First is AND or AND. The AND or AND gate functions the same way as a logical AND operator. Thinking about 0 as false and 1 as true, the AND or AND gate only outputs true if both inputs are true, otherwise it outputs false. The second one is OR or OR. The OR 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 gate functions as a logical OR operator. It outputs true if one or more of the inputs are true and false otherwise. And third is NOT or NOT. The NOT or NOT gate is known as the inverter because it outputs the invert of the input. Example, if the input is true, it outputs false. Oh, it's unlocked! I know the name of the man who will commit suicide! So his name is James.
So for the step 2, I have encoding and decoding. Encoding means the creation of a message which you want to communicate with other person. On the other hand, decoding means listener or audience of encoded message. So decoding means interpret the meaning of the message. For example, Vectra Cereal Company wants to convey their message to you to buy its product. The difference between encoding and decoding involve the following. First, decoding is essentially a writing process and breaks a spoken word that are written, whereas decoding is a reading process and breaks a written word that are verbally spoken. In the mathematical literature, an encoding or coding as a mapping of an arbitrary set A into set of the need sequence or words of some alphabet B, while the inverse mapping is called decoding. Oh, it's unlocked! Here's James' profile. He's a bartender, guitarist, loves different foods, 29 years old, 182 centimeters of height, lives in Canada. But wait, he's not at his house right now. Jamar, please find his current location.
Alright, so this is how it goes. Whenever an input data is not the same as the received output data, this means that there is a mismatched data, and that mismatched data is called an error. This error can corrupt a whole system or can cause a serious problem in transmitting an information. But there's a way to fix these errors. Now, error correction codes are used to correct errors present in the received data bit SIM so that we can get the original data. Errors correction codes are also used to similar strategy of our detection code. For example, the Hamming code, but in comparison, error detection is a detection of errors caused by noise or other impairments during transmission from transmitter to receiver, while error correction is a detection of errors and reconstruct the original error-free data or signal. Oh! Wait! It's unlocked! I can now locate his current location. Let's see. So James is on Jasper Avenue, Edmonton, Alberta. Alright guys, reasoning in.
Now, error detecting codes are used to identify errors in the data bit stream received. Some bits are appended to the original bit stream in these codes. Before I did bring the message to the noisy channels, error detecting codes included when a message is sent. It is possible it will be jumbled by noise. To avoid this, we utilize error detecting codes which are embedded in digital messages and alert us to any errors that may occur during transmission. Error detecting codes are used to prevent users from entering invalid input. Without this, the program is prone to errors. Error detecting codes act as a guard against errors. Two examples of error detecting codes are parity bit and Hamming codes. Okay guys, I can see through his past now. So James came from a poor family. His depression started in his 9th birthday. There is the premises that his father failed to fulfill. Fried chicken is the key object in this case. The unfortunate events keep on happening to him up until now in the present.
Let's see Hamming codes. Okay, Hamming code is a block code that is capable of detecting up to 2 simultaneous bit errors and correcting single bit errors. In the coding method, the source encodes the message by inserting redundant bytes within the message. These redundant bytes are extra bytes that are generated and inserted at a specific position, and the message is set to enable error detection and correction. Encoding a message by Hamming code, the procedure used by the sender to encoding message encompasses the following steps. Step 1. Calculating number of redundant bytes. Step 2. Positioning the redundant bytes, and step 3, calculating the values of each redundant bytes. Ali, Desri, you two, you have to enter one of the timelines to give James 1 bucket of fried chicken. Alright.
Redundant bits or extra binary digits that are generated and moved with the data transfer to ensure that no bits were lost during the data transfer. The number of redundant bits can be calculated by using this formula, where M is the number of data bits and R is the number of redundant bits. A parity bit is a bit that is appended to binary data to ensure that the total number of first in the data is even or odd. Parity bits are used to detect errors.
This is the lesson, guys. We will surely save James. The first one of the most fundamental error correcting code is repetition code. It can automatically adjust the varying channel capacity by sending more or less parity information as necessary to overcome channel noises. It is the only such code known for non-erasure channel. Repetition code is well known for repeating the message several times in order to transmit a message over a noisy channel that may interfere with the transmission in the few phrases. In a majority of cases, repetition, it is not a non-coding process in data transmission. However, in a mobile radio, while the mobile unit travels from a slow speed to a high speed, repetition code shows a unique property that is suitable for mobile radio communication. So it is still convincing that repetition code is a proper coding method to use in a cellular controlled data transmission. Alright, let me handle James in present.
Yes. Thank you guys. We saved him.